Once, in ancient Greece, there was a king named Athamas who grew weary of his first wife, Nephele. He took a new wife, the Princess Ino, who harbored dark intentions towards Nephele's children. Ino, hailing from a noble lineage, sought to secure her own son's claim to the throne. She devised a cunning plan, causing the vital seed corn to wither, plunging the kingdom into famine. Desperate, King Athamas sought counsel from the oracle. Ino, through persuasion or perhaps bribery, manipulated the messenger to convey a grim prophecy. The corn would only thrive again with the sacrifice of the young prince, Phrixus. Faced with the dire threat of starvation, the people compelled the king to consent to the sacrifice. Hermes, swift messenger divine, sent a ram in golden shine to save the children from despair. Through skies they soared through boundless air. But Hell's sister met her doom in Hellespont, a watery tomb. Phrixus on Colchos' foreign shore found solace, kinship, and love once more. The ram, a gift to gods above, a token of undying love. The fleece, a treasure bright and bold, to Athe's hands its tale was told. Phrixus' uncle, a rightful king, had his kingdom usurped by his nephew Pelias. The true heir, Jason, was sent away in secret and returned as a grown man to reclaim his rightful rule from his malevolent cousin. The usurper Pelias had been told by an oracle that he would die at the hands of kinsmen, and that he should beware of anyone whom he saw shod with only a single sandal.
Beware, O Pelias, of a sign so clear, a lone sandal word, a warning sincere, for in that sight a harbinger lies, of one who brings your final delays. Through twists of time and deeds amiss, the oracle's words shall not miss. In blood and betrayal, the die shall be cast, and your rule shall be over at last.
In due time, such a man came to the town. 1 foot a spare, although in all other ways he was well clad, a garment fitting close to his splendid limbs, and around his shoulders a leopard skin to turn the showers. He had not shorn the bright locks of his hair. They ran rippling down his back. He went straight into the town and entered the marketplace fearlessly, at the time when the multitude filled it.
Can he be Apollo, or Aphrodite's lord? Not one of Poseidon's bold sons, for they are dead.
Then after, Pelias came in hot haste at the tidings, and when he saw the single sandal, he was afraid. He hid his terror in his heart, however, and addressed the stranger. What country is your fatherland? No hateful and defiling lies, I beg you. Tell me the truth.
I have come to my home to recover the ancient honor of my house. This land no longer ruled the right, which Zeus gave to my father. I am your cousin, and they call me by the name of Jason. You and I must rule ourselves by the law of right, not appeal to brazen swords or spears. Keep all the wealth you have taken, the flocks and the tawny herds of cattle in the fields, but a sovereign scepter and a throne released to me, so that no evil quarrel will arise from them.
So shall it be, but one thing must first be done. The dead Phrixus bids us bring back the golden fleece, and thus bring back his spirit to his home. The oracle has spoken, but for me, already old age is my companion, while the flower of your youth is only now coming into full bloom. Do you go upon this quest? And I swear with Zeus as witness that I will give up the kingdom and the sovereign rule to you. So he spoke, believing in his heart that no one could make the attempt and come back alive. Eager for a grand adventure, Jason enthusiastically embraced the idea. He spread the word, drawing the finest and noblest young men of Greece to join the expedition. Among them were legendary figures like Hercules, the mightiest of heroes, Orpheus the master musician, and the inseparable brothers Castor and Pollux. Even Peleus, the father of Achilles, was among them. Guided by Hera's favor, a burning desire ignited in each man to forsake safety for a life of daring alongside his comrades. With a toast to Zeus, they embarked on their epic voyage aboard the ship Argo. To distant lands the Argonauts set sail. For perils great they dared not fail. With Hercules and Orpheus' song, they journeyed forth in noble throng. Lemnos, an isle of women bold, where fierce rebellion had taken hold, yet welcome gifts they did bestow before they left to face the unknown. Hylas, dear to Hercules' heart, lost to nymphs torn far apart. In search of him through forest vast, Hercules stayed his heart held fast. The Harpies' foul and fearsome flight left a stench a gruesome plight. Phineus gifted with foresight true, a victim of Zeus' wrath endued. Warrior sons with swords held high defended Phineus against the sky. Iris from heaven intervened, the hounds of Zeus their fate shewed. Through wise advice their course was set, flashing rocks a treacherous threat. With dove in flight attest to a dare, they navigated a perilous mare. Safe they passed by slender thread, golden fleece almost misled. Warrior women, Amazons fierce, a battle sought, but haste with spears. Past Caucasus, where Prometheus cries, eagle's wings a gruesome prize. Colchis, land of the fleece so bright, their journeys end in fading light. They spent the night facing they knew not what, and feeling that there was no help for them anywhere except in their own valor. Up in Olympus, however, a consultation was being held about them.
O Queen of Love, I seek your aid is there. In peril great, our heroes on their way to Caucasus shores, where danger lies in wait. We must secure young Jason's destined fate.
Hera, you surprise me with your plea. Yet in Olympus' name, I'll set them free. What is your plan, O Queen of regal might? How shall we guide them through this treacherous night?
Fair Medea, daughter of the Caucasus king, possesses magic, wondrous gifts to bring. By Cupid's art, her heart to Jason bind, and thus, dear love, our hero's fate will find.
A scheme well wrought, with promise shining bright, to forge a love that conquers darkest night. To Cupid's aid, I'll go with gold in hand, a token fair to weave this distant strand. O sweet Cupid, bearer of love's flame, a task I have for you to play the game. This golden sphere, a treasure to behold, shall be your prize, a tale of love untold.
Oh, mother dearest, your wish is my command. With bow and quiver, I'll traverse the land. To Colchis shore, with swiftness I shall fly, to wave our tale neath the endless sky.
Through Hera's veil in misty shroud, the heroes walked by unseen crowd. To Colchis halls their steps did guide, a quest for fleece, destiny, and tide. In palace grand King Aeetes stood, with gracious welcome his realm he viewed. Servants carried fires ablaze, to honor guests in myriad ways. Medea curious stole in, Her gaze met Jason's, her heart stood spin. Cupid's arrow, swift and sure, ignited flames, love to endure. Her soul afire with sweet pain's embrace, her visage danced a blushing grace. In chambers dim she stole away, a heart entwined in love's array. After baths and feasts, King Aedes spoke, with courtesy his words bespoke. Noble born they stood in plea, to win the fleece for service free. A great anger filled King Aedes' heart as he listened. He did not like foreigners, any more than the Greeks did. He wanted them to keep away from his country, and he said to himself,
"If these strangers had not eaten at my table, I would kill them."
In silence, he pondered what he should do, and a plan came to him.
I bear no grudge against brave men, and that if they prove themselves worthy, I would give the fleece to them, and the trial of your courage shall be only what I myself have done.
Then a trial I shall partake in. Speak to me of this trial, my king, so I might know what lies ahead.
The trial I speak of is to yoke two bulls that I have, whose feet are of bronze and whose breath is flaming fire, and with them to plow a field. And the teeth of a dragon must be cast onto the furrows, like seed corn, which would spring up at once into a crop of armed men. These must be cut down as they advance to the attack, a fearful harvesting. I have done all this myself, and I will give the fleece to no man less braver than I am.
For a time, Jason sat speechless. The contest seemed impossible, beyond the strength of anyone.
I will make the trial, monstrous though it is, even if it is my doom to die. Come, my comrades, we must go back to our ship to spend the night.
With that, he rose up and led his comrades back to the ship for the night. But Medea's thoughts followed after him. All through the long night when he had left the palace, she seemed to see him, his beauty and his grace, and to hear the words he had uttered. Her heart was tormented with fear for him. She guessed what her father was planning. Returned to the ship, the heroes held a council.
The trial is too laborious and almost impossible. Perhaps, if you can pass on the burden to one of us, brave Jason, we would not begrudge you.
Enough! I have said this so, and I will say it again. This is my quest. It was given to me, and I must complete it. I must complete the trial by myself, even if it costs me my life.
If you would perhaps hear another suggestion, Jason.
Very well, speak. So long as you do not dither about the same thing you have been chattering for the past hour.
I have heard numerous rumors about the daughter of Aedes, Medea. It is said that she has possession of powers, and that there is nothing she could not do, whether it be to check the stars, even in the moon. If she were persuaded to help, she can make you able to conquer the bulls and the dragon-teeth men.
It seemed the only plan that offered any hope, and they urged the prince to go back and try to win Medea over, not knowing that the god of love had already done that. In chambers dim, Medea wept, her heart in turmoil secrets kept. For love had stirred a fire untamed, yet duty and honor her soul's claim. A casket dark with deadly brew, she held contemplating what to do. To end her pain, to break love's tether, yet life's sweet joys they called her hither. Setting the casket aside, she resolved to use her magical ointment, a gift from Prometheus' blood to protect her beloved. She met her nephew, the prince aided by Jason who sought her assistance. Agreeing readily, she sent him to summon Jason to a designated location. Upon receiving the message, Jason, graced by Hera, set forth, drawing admiration from onlookers. When he and Medea met, their hearts seemed to intertwine. They stood in silence like sturdy pines in calm, only to stir and share their deepest feelings in the embrace of love's gentle breeze.
Your Highness, I implore you to be kind to me. I shan't have hope because your loveliness must surely mean that you excel in gentle courtesy.
Fear not, brave warrior, for I have come to aid you. I have in my possession an ointment which was made from the plant that sprang up first when Prometheus' blood dripped down upon the earth. Once sprinkled unto thyself or unto thy weapons, thou shalt make them invincible for a day. If too many of the dragon teeth men rush to attack you, you must throw a stone into their midst, and it will make them turn against each other and fight until all were killed.
Words cannot express the gratitude that I feel for you, Your Highness. It is my blessing to be in your favor.
I must go back to the palace now, but when you are once more safe at home, remember Medea, as I will always remember you forever.
Never by night and never by day will I forget you. If you will come to Greece, you shall be worshipped for what you have done for us, and nothing except death will come between us.
They split up. She, burdened by her betrayal of her father, sought solace in the palace, while he hurried to the ship, dispatching 2 comrades to retrieve the dragon's teeth. Jason tested the ointment, gaining an overwhelming, unstoppable power, which heartened the heroes. However, upon arriving at the field where the king and the Colchians awaited, fear struck them as the fire-breathing bulls charged forth from their lair. But Jason stood, a rock amidst the waves. Taming beasts, their fiery breath he braved. He plowed the field, the dragon's teeth he sowed. From earth sprung forth a fearsome foe. Warriors arose, armed and bold, to face Jason, their hearts in turn. He heeded Medea's counsel wise. A stone he flung, a plan to devise. A frenzied madness, warriors clashed. By their own hands in blood they were lashed. Furrows ran red with the price of victory. To King Aeetes, bitter was the decree. Back in his palace treachery brewed, vowing the fleece would not be pursued. Yet Hera's hand unseen but strong guided Medea, love and misery entwined. Through shadows dark she fled the night, to Jason's side in silent flight. A ship rejoiced in fortunes bright, unaware of the coming plight.
Brave heroes, I beg you to take me with you.
Your Highness, what fear plagues your heart and frightens your mind to ask for such a thing?
You must hasten to get the fleece at once, and then make all haste away, or you will all be killed.
Truth it might be as the princess says, but we know not where the golden fleece is kept, nor the enchantments or guardians that the king has deployed to protect the treasure, for us to plan against.
I am my father's daughter, and I have knowledge of such things. A terrible serpent guards the fleece, but I will lull it sleep so that it will do you no harm.
I cannot thank you enough, Princess. You have my utmost gratitude. Fear not, for once we arrive back in Greece, you will be my wedded wife, and I shall show you my utmost devotion in turn.
Jason and the Argonauts reached the sacred grove with Medea's guidance. She lulled the fearsome guardian serpent to sleep with her enchanting song. Jason swiftly obtained the golden fleece, and as they hurried back to the ship, they faced the threat of Medea's pursuing brother, Absyrtus. Medea, driven to desperate measures, killed her brother to secure their escape. The army scattered, leader gone. The heroes sailed, their paths redrawn. Priscilla's rock he heard this roar. Guided by nymphs, they passed the shore. In Crete's domain a danger loomed. Talus bronze in fury fumed. With one weak spot, an ankle bare, Medea's plea a deadly snare. Hades' hounds they heard her cry. Bronze man fell beneath the sky. To Crete they came, a respite brief. A voyage long still held belief. Upon reaching Greece, they disbanded, each hero going to his home, and Jason with Medea took the golden fleece to Pelias. But they found that terrible deeds had been done there.
Our quest was achieved, and the fleece is in our hands. And yet, I was too late. My father and my mother, they both had died by Pelias' schemes.
I shall put a bomb to your brood, Jason. The tyrant's daughters are at my disposal, and through them, we shall put an end to his cruelty and rule.
To his daughter she said that she knew a secret, how to make the old young again.
Daughters fair, attend my ancient lore. A secret profound I shall now restore. Behold this ram, with years weighed down. Its aged form in pieces shall be hewn. Into the pot where boiling waters play, the fragments go where secrets hold their sway. With whispered charms, the magic shall be spun. Watch now, as youth is reborn, begun.
A miracle, a marvel we have seen. Old age transformed in youth's sweet sheen. Medea, wise and wondrous, you hold the key to make our father young as he used to be.
Now, gentle slumber shall claim his frame, and feeling he once sensed the coming claim. Daughters dear, the final task awaits. Release him now from time's cruel fates.
A heavy burden, our hearts do strain, yet longing for youth, we dare not refrain. The deed is done, the pieces now adrift. To summon back his youth, we seek your gift.
But she was gone, gone from the palace and from the city, and horrified they realized that they were their father's murderers. Jason was revenged indeed. There is a story too that Medea restored Jason's father to life and made him young again, and that she gave to Jason the secret of perpetual youth. All that she did of evil and of good was done for him alone, and in the end, all the reward she got was that he turned traitor to her. In Corinth's land where fates had led, Medea dwelt in exile spread. 2 suns a glimmer in her night, a beacon in her lonely plight. Love for Jason, a burning fire, overcame her exiles dire. Her family lost, her homeland far, seemed trivial beneath love's star. But Jason, once a hero bride, revealed a heart devoid of light. To wed the king's daughter he was bound, ambition, love, and gratitude unbound. In treachery's wake Medea stood, words fell like sparks, a fiery flood. The king in fear saw danger near, sent forth a decree, exile severe. With children small in helpless plight, exile's doom, a chilling night. No shield, no refuge, no safe abode, in foreign lands their journey rode. Brooding she sat in sorrow deep, her wrongs, her pain, her heart did keep. Yearning for release from life's cruel thrust, tears for kin, for home, for love unjust. Jason came, no words were shared, a chasm vast, their souls ensnared. Silent she gazed, distant and alone, in wounded love, her heart of stone.
I had always known how uncontrolled your spirit was. If it had not been for your foolish, mischievous talk about my bride, you might have stayed comfortably in Corinth. I have done my best for you. If it wasn't for me, you would have been killed. and not exiled only. Persuading the king have been arduous, but I spared no pains. I come to you now, for I am not a man to fail a friend. And I will see to it that you shall have plenty of gold and everything necessary for your journey.
You come to me? To me of all the race of men? Yes, it is well you came, for I shall ease the burden of my heart. If I can make your baseness manifest, I saved you. Every man in Greece knows that. The bulls, the dragon men, the serpent warder of the fleece, I conquered them. I made you victor. I held the light that saved you, father and home. I left them for a strange country. I overthrew your foes, contrived for Pelias the worst of deaths. Now you forsake me. Where shall I go? Back to my father's house? To Pelias' daughters? I have become for you the enemy of all. Myself, I had no quarrel with them. Oh, I have had in you a loyal husband to be admired of men, an exile now. Oh God, no one to help. I am alone.
I was not saved by you, but by Aphrodite, she who made you fall in love with me. But you owe me a great deal, Medea, for I brought you here to Greece, a civilized country. I made it known your contributions to this quest, so that people would praise your name. If only you had common sense, you would have been glad of my marriage, for it would have been advantageous to you and the children as well. This exile is your own fault only.
I refuse your gold. I shall take nothing, no help from you.
Your stubborn pride, it drives away all those who would be kind, but you will grieve the more for it.
From that moment, Medea set herself to be revenged, as well she knew how.
By death, oh by death, shall the conflict of life be decided. Life's little day ended. Jason's wretched bride shall be first.
She determined to kill Jason's bride, and then? But she would not think of what else she saw before her. She took from a chest a most lovely robe. This she anointed with deadly drugs, and placing it in a casket, she sent her sons with it to the new bride.
My sweets, you must ask her. To show that she accepted the gift, she must wear it at once.
The princess received them graciously and agreed. But no sooner had she put it on, a fearful, devouring fire enveloped her. She dropped dead. Her very flesh had melted away. When Medea knew the deed was done, she turned her mind to one still more dreadful. There was no protection for her children, no help for them anywhere.
A slave's life might be theirs, nothing more. I will not let them live for strangers to ill use, to die by other hands more merciless than mine. No, I who gave them life will give them death. Oh, now no cowardice, no thought how young they are, how dear they are, how when they first were born. Not that I will forget they are my sons. One moment, one short moment, then forever sorrow.
When Jason came, full of fury for what she had done to his bride and determined to kill her, the two boys were dead, and Medea on the roof of the house was stepping into a chariot drawn by dragons. They carried her away through the air out of his sight as he cursed her, never himself, for what had come to pass.